Where's the music?
Hey friends, D Gooseby here. I am back for a quick review of Wesley Virgin's latest mindset program, the Genie Script.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, this is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin here. I want you to listen up close here. Give me 1 second here. I want to give you the 5 untold habits of a millionaire. Okay, as a matter of fact, I want all of you right now to type this down below. Okay, the five untold habits of a millionaire. Now, you may be wondering who I am. I'm Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. Yes, I am a multimillionaire. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I make a bunch of money. But now what I want to do, I want to give you my philosophy on how it relates to make this money. Okay? Give me 1 second here. Now, whenever a millionaire is speaking, okay, whenever a rich person or a person that you would like to become are much better, make sure you take notes. Okay? So while you're watching this, maybe on Facebook or Instagram, take notes, or maybe YouTube, take notes real quickly here, okay? 1, millionaires are avid readers, okay? Now, I know you see the Learn More button below. If you want to just get all of them right now, click that button. But before you do that, let me explain what I mean here, okay? Let me show you something here. Give me 1 second here. Millionaires are avid readers. I own over 200 books, digital and on paper. All millionaires understand this. Pay attention here. Readers are leaders, okay? If you want to make a lot of money, that means that you have to have a lot of knowledge. Why? Because knowledge is not only progress, knowledge is profit. That's 1. Write that down below, please, in the comments below, all right? They're avid readers. We're obsessive when it comes to reading. Number 2 is this. Now, this is a big one here. A lot of you screw this one up. We believe in and we understand delayed gratification. Many of you that's watching this video right now, looking at your iPhone, your Galaxy, you're on your laptop here, you want gratification now, okay? You want things to happen now, right? Not later. You want to get rich now. Success. Rich people, we understand that it is much better to wait to get what we want than to get it now. Let me tell you why. If I am, like right now, I'm getting ready to build a house here. It's $5 million here in Houston, Texas, okay? Now, if I want to build my dream house, it's $5 million. It may take 1 year to pour the foundation to get it deep enough and constructed enough for the house to be built there. A lot of you might say, 1 year? That's too long. But millionaires understand this. I would rather wait 1 year that the foundation is deep and is steady. So when I build that $5 million mansion, it's going to withstand forever. A lot of you, you're trying to build the house too quickly. You're trying to build the success too quickly. I know many people, like in my building right now. Now, this building, I pay $5,000 per month. I see young people come here and out of here on a monthly basis. Why? Because they're moving too fast. I've seen many people drive up with luxury cars in this building, and after months, the car is repoed. Why? Because they're moving too fast. One thing that I've learned when I was in my 20s, and I learned this from a very, very wealthy person. He said, Wesley, you can either build it fast and lose, or you can take your time and win. And that's what I've done. So remember this. Delayed gratification is the name of the game. Maybe no one knows you. Maybe right now you're working towards some of the things that you want. Stay there, okay? If you have to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, it's okay. Noodles, it's okay. If you have to get rid of all the luxury items, cable, it's okay. Turn off your Netflix, it's okay. Delayed gratification is the name of the game. Number 3 here. All millionaires, okay? Listen, millionaires, what we do is, okay, if humanly possible here, We give. Okay? We give. We're givers. Because we honestly, a lot of you guys, if you follow me here on Instagram, I give a lot of money away. Okay? I give iPhones. I give a lot of stuff away at Wesley Million Dollar Virgin. Wesley Million Dollar Virgin on my Instagram. Well, I give like that because I understand the law of reciprocity, which means is the more I give, the more I receive. You know this, right? It's a true statement here. Let me tell you why that's so important. When I had nothing, okay, no money, no opportunities, I just had me and my belief and my dream. I understood that I had to convince and persuade myself that I had plenty. Like right now, you're trying to convince yourself that you're successful even though you don't have the money or the things. Well, what I would do is, since I believe I was a successful person, even though I didn't have millions of dollars in my bank account, I used to give. Not on the level that I'm giving now, but I used to give to people because I knew I will always be good. And I knew other people will always be crying, whining, seeking help, and always so connected to the victim type of mentality. So I just would give to people all the time because I knew that one day I was going to be rich. And I believe I was a rich person even though I had no money in my bank account. So I would give all the time, okay? I would give to my parents. I would give to the needy. I would give to the poor. It wasn't that much, but I was programming myself that I had more than enough. Because remember this, okay? And you're going to learn this in the meditation in the Learn More button, that your brain doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is not. So that means if you're giving so much, your brain now understands that you have more than enough. Think about that for a second, okay? If you're getting some value, I want you to hit the like and share button right now, okay? Let me give you another one, okay? Now, this is a very, very important habit here, okay? Very important, all right? Pay close attention here, all right? Millionaires, okay? Very successful millionaires drink water. Now, you may say, what? Come on, Wesley, water? Yes, let me tell you why, okay? Now, this is my philosophy. Being a rich person, I understood that I had to read a lot of books, right? So the more knowledge I would receive, I started to read books about my body because I needed energy to be able to be productive in the world, right? A lot of you, the reason why you can't do well because you don't feel well. How many times have you woke up and say, I don't feel like doing anything today. I don't feel like going to work. I don't feel like doing anything. It's because you have no energy, okay? You're putting piss poor foods in your body. You're eating carbonated you're eating saturated fats, and you think that your body is going to function at a high level by eating those things. We eat water. Why? Because your body is 70% water. So if my body is 70% water, that means my body needs as much water as possible. That means we don't drink soda, right? We don't drink carbonated things, right? Water, okay? Drink water. Most people don't do well in life, in any area in life, is because they don't do well. Let me give you the last one. And this is very powerful. And before I let you go, I want you to look at the Learn More button because that's exactly what it is. All millionaires understand that we're never, ever masters of anything, which means that we're constantly learning more information, okay? Just like you. Okay, we're always learning more. We understand that we're masters of nothing, okay, at all. Which means if I'm masters of nothing, that means until I die, I will continue to learn new information. The poor person, the average person, think they know it all. Oh, I know that already. I read that already. I did that already, but they're broke, okay? Rich people understand that we must learn more. All the time, okay? As much as humanly possible. Why? Because 97% of the planet here, and I'm going to let you go, they won't. 97% of people are going to always try to discover a secret. They're always looking for the shortcut in life. They're always looking for the trick. They're always thinking that someone else knows something that they don't. But they don't realize just by learning more through books, through information, through people who have already been there, like myself. That's what it takes. I love you guys so much. Please watch this video over and over again if you want my meditation that I use every single day, which allowed me to become a multi-millionaire very quickly, faster than others. It's in the link below. You don't have to click the link below at all, but it's available to you because I understand as a rich person, and I'm not trying to brag or boast, that if you don't learn more, you won't earn more. Much love. This is Wesley, $1 billion version. Let's go. Later.
The Genie script. It's a 9-module program that teaches you, based on scientific evidence, the way that the brain works and the way that we can use how the brain works to condition ourselves to create the reality that we most desire. And it's pretty interesting, honestly. I have never been a person who thought that they could be hypnotized. And so I really wasn't sure that this kind of stuff would work. Like, you know, these different levels that your brain, or these different states that your brain slips into. Like, I understood it, and I believe that it's true, and I believe that it worked. But I didn't necessarily think that I was a person who could be, for lack of a better term, manipulated on subconscious levels. And so hearing him explain the way that the brain actually works on a scientific level took a lot of the mysticism of hypnosis out of the equation for me. This is what your brain does. This is the states that it's in. And then as he explained it, like, I totally could relate to that. Like, I recognize my mind being at these different states at different times of the day, or emotional states at different times of the day. So I was like, okay. And then I tried the hypnosis, and while I recognize that, like, a lot of this really is like, you have to be willing to allow yourself to relax and to clear your mind and to focus on what he's saying, to bring yourself to a state that you can be open to suggestion, right? And so it took me several times of doing that to, like, really get it. But by the last meditation, I was like when it was over, I realized that, like, I had been in a different state of mind, even though I was completely conscious, completely awake, completely hearing him, aware of where I was at, like, but I also was where I was putting my mind. And that was pretty freaking exciting. Like, I was like, holy crap, this is working. Like, what? So yeah, I liked it. And I think that the biggest and the most important part of this, as with anything that we do, is our will. We have to be willing to do something. Like, you have to be willing. You have to wanting it is one thing, but you actually have to be willing to take the action. So, like, when he says to do this, that, or the other, to bring yourself into this mind state, like, first you have to, like, go into this thinking, okay, I want this to work, so I'm willing to follow the directions to make this happen. I think that's huge. And so And so for me, like, I'm a Virgo, and so not that that really matters, but like there's certain characteristic traits that I find are super accurate when it comes to me under the title of Virgo. And one of them is being like super anal and super logical. And so like I would hear him say something and then I'd be like, okay, like I'm trying to like be perfect as I'm doing that. But in doing that, I wasn't relaxing. And so I could physically feel my like I could feel the tension in my forehead as I'm trying to like vision myself here doing this. It was like, okay, I can see it. I mean, I've been there before, so I know it looks like, and like, okay, no, like relax. Okay, just allow yourself to feel these things. Like if you've been there before, it shouldn't be that hard. You shouldn't have to like, ooh, focus super hard. Okay, so that was like me. That was my thing. And it was kind of funky to like recognize that this is what I'm doing and then to stop myself. And that's why I had to do the meditation like a couple of times over, because each time I did it, I recognized another level where I'm still in beta, like I'm still stressed, I'm still trying to do this, I'm not relaxing, I'm not releasing, I'm not going deeper. And then once I did that, then like some of the things that happened for me was like my eyes. So like I could feel the tension. And so then I was okay, like relax, just, you know, just breathe deeply. And then don't focus so hard on, am I breathing deeply? Like, like just okay, because listen, this girl right here, like I can take it to every level of doing it right. Just got to get it right, And it's a subconscious thing. So a lot of times I don't even realize that I'm doing it. Then once I stop myself from doing that, because it is subconscious, and when I recognize that, like I feel the tension here, I feel the tension there, I feel myself, then I could, so when I close my eyes, I would like kind of like see like the darkness close in from the bottom to the top. And then when we were coming out of the meditation, I actually saw the light coming like that. It's, different, but that's what was working for me. And so as I did that, it was kind of like I was closing out. As the darkness came up, it was like I was closing out all the things that my brain is trying to focus on. And then when we were coming out of it, then my eyes like saw the light coming back, and it was like, okay, now I'm coming out of, wherever I was at into this reality. So that was really, really cool. So I am looking forward to doing this meditation for the next 90 days, and at 3 different times of the day, and just monitoring my progress and seeing how much more quickly I can bring myself into that calmer state of focus so that I can manifest what I believe is already within my little world, or and then also to see how quickly I manifest into my physical reality what I see in my mental. And so I'm super excited. Like, it's a mindset thing. And beyond just like doing this to create, wealth or to have the life of my dreams, I recognize it as being able to also be in control of stress levels. Like for some of us, just being able to manage stress, consciously manage stress that we don't even realize that we're under, is so important, because as he explains, like that stress, it does affect your manifestation of the other things that you want in your life. And if you're not even conscious of what stress you're under, or how you're affecting, how you're being affected by it, that's huge. And once we can get through that and be able to more quickly manifest just peace, and to be in that state longer, consciously and subconsciously, I believe that's where like healing comes in, because stress, cortisol, being overweight, like all kinds of things come from just stress. So just being able to bring yourself to a state of relaxation, calm, consciously and subconsciously, is so important. So even with that alone, that is like so amazing. But then to understand that once you get that kind of under control, then that how that peace will help you to bring into reality the dreams of in your desires, your deepest and strongest desires, how you can manifest that into your physical reality. Come on, like, talk about overwhelming joy and abundance and love, and how we can use all of that to share with others, and then we are feeling like we're really helping other people. So like, this is so powerful. I'm really excited, and I totally recommend that everyone check it out. Like, you've got to see if this is for you. I think it will be for sure, no matter what level of like what level of mind state you're on normally. I believe that everyone will get a benefit from this, especially if I do, because I feel like I am the queen of like all the good fun. I just feel like I've just got everything going on, like positivity, joy, stress, like everything I got it going on at some point of the day. It's all happening. But you know what? I'm loving my life, and this is going to accelerate the manifestation of the things that I want the most for myself and for my family. And so I want that for you too, because you're my friends. You come, you check out my channel, like, I appreciate you. I want you to have the life of your dreams. So I suggest you take a minute, click the link in my description to the Genie script, check out what Wes has to say, decide for yourself, and I expect to hear from you in the comments how this program has benefited you as well. Aloha, my friends. I'll talk to you again soon.
When you walk, are you thinking that you should put left foot after right foot when you're walking? See, the reason why you can walk so well, because you've been walking since you were 2. A person that is a banker is not thinking, you know what, I want to be a banker. No, he's already a banker. See, you're adding complexity to the process every day if you decide to become that person that's rich. When you become that person, then you're no longer thinking about that. The only reason why you're not reaching any level of success is because you haven't claimed and made a decision that you have it now. It is important for you to always be grateful that you already have those things that you desire. And when you understand that you already have the success and the money and the millions of dollars and the relationship and the happiness and the joy, guess what? You're no longer thinking about it. And you're doing it on autopilot. You don't need to say, I want to win. You've already won. This is Wesley. Follow the baby! Dedicated! Let's go!
Thank you for watching or listening. I hope this content has helped you in any way. Maybe motivated or inspired you. Maybe it's triggered an idea. Maybe it's gotten you out of a rut. Maybe it simply entertained you. Listen, I'm just a mom and wife who lost her way in the process of taking care of everyone around her, ending up overweight, depressed, and lonely. From rock bottom, I rediscovered myself, a new passion for life, and a purpose outside of my comfort zone. I shifted into running my own business, and I've never looked back. If you want to follow me on my journey or connect further, you can either go to my blog at DeaniGooseby.com. That's DeaniGooseby.com, or click the link in the description. Aloha for now, my friends.